This is TechCrunch. FieldAI, an Irvine, California-based robotics startup, has raised $405 million across multiple previously undisclosed rounds to develop what it calls foundational embodied AI models, essentially robot brains designed to help everything from humanoids to quadrupeds to self-driving cars adapt to new environments. The company announced the funding Wednesday. The most recent round raised $314 million in August and was co-led by Bezos Expeditions, Prism, and Temasek. FieldAI's other backers include Khosla Ventures, Intel Capital, and Canaan Partners, among others. Unlike traditional AI that processes text or images, embodied AI refers to AI that controls physical robots moving through real-world environments. FieldAI builds field foundation models, which are general-purpose embodied AI models rooted in physics. This approach gives robots the ability to quickly learn and adapt to new environments while being conscious of risk, FieldAI founder and CEO Ali Agha told TechCrunch in an interview. The mission is to build a single robot brain that can generalize across different robot types and a diverse set of environments, Agha said. To get there, you need to manage risk and safety as you go to these new environments, and that has been a fundamental gap in robotics, that traditional models and traditional approaches were never designed to manage that risk and safety. Agha said the key to getting robots to be able to safely learn in new environments is to add a layer of physics into these AI models. This addition gives robots a second set of information to pull from to make decisions, especially in a new environment, as opposed to just reacting to whatever a model says to do next as traditional LLMs do. He added that while a small amount of AI hallucinations isn't detrimental in certain circumstances, it can be for robots working in dangerous environments or alongside people. Suddenly, you start to have that sense of how much I know, and if I don't know something or if I'm making a decision, how confident am I in it, Agha said. Once the network starts getting access to that, it starts making much safer decisions. Not just this spits out that, hey, here's the next sort of an action, but tells you how confident it is, and you, as a customer, can define this risk threshold, and the robot will be reactive to that. Agha has been working on this idea for decades across various roles at places ranging from NASA to MIT. He decided to launch FieldAI when he achieved a technological breakthrough that allowed one robot brain to work across different types of robots performing both the same and individual actions. Since launching the company in 2023, FieldAI has secured contracts across industries including construction, energy, and urban delivery. The company declined to disclose any customers by name. The funding will support research and development while helping the company ramp up production to deploy its models to its customers and to further expand its reach abroad. Agha compares FieldAI's approach to human evolution. You evolve to be able to do various different tasks in different environments, and you have the ability to rapidly learn, and we believe that is a necessity in robotics. Yes, definitely you can optimize for one specific use case, but that is not the market we are going after. Y Combinator has filed an amicus brief in the ongoing legal battle between Apple and Epic Games, arguing that the App Store has stifled startup innovation. We've reached out to legal reps for YC and Apple for comment. The brief comes during the years-long legal dispute. Epic Games first filed an antitrust lawsuit against the iPhone maker in 2020 in protest of Apple taking a 30% fee for every purchase made in the App Store, as well as in-game purchases. Epic claimed in its suit that Apple unlawfully banned developers from telling customers about payment alternatives to the App Store. A judge ordered Apple to end its anti-steering policy, but instead, the company implemented a link program that allowed developers to link to alternative payment methods, with the App Store taking a 27% fee. In another complaint, Epic accused Apple of violating the court injunction against anti-steering, and in April, the judge agreed, resulting in an order for Apple to stop imposing restrictions on alternative payment solutions and collecting payment from such methods. Apple is appealing that ruling, and that's why Y Combinator, a backer of Epic Games, has filed this amicus brief in support of Epic Games. Y Combinator is asking the court to deny Apple's appeal. Y Combinator and the larger venture capital community have long been hesitant to back app-based businesses that were poor investments due to the Apple tax, Y Combinator wrote in its filing. A 30% revenue share can easily be the difference between a company that can afford to scale, hire new employees, and reinvest in its product, and one that is perpetually struggling to stay afloat. With the current ruling that Apple must allow developers to transparently offer alternative payment options, the startup investor wrote, "For the first time in nearly 2 decades, Y Combinator can seriously consider investing in innovative businesses that would have been impossible in the past because of the Apple tax." The filing continued. The Apple tax refers to the fees Apple took from App Store purchases. It went on to say that the Apple tax was a profound and often insurmountable barrier to entry that stifles competition and innovation at its source, and that the court should deny Apple's appeal and allow the anti-steering rule to stand. The next argument is set to take place on October 21st. That's all for now. For more stories like this one, visit TechCrunch.com.